We are designing a tall building. Total number of stories are 20 and the plan view for the story from 1 to 10 is shown in the figure. Dead load 2 kN per meter square, live load 5 kN per meter square, and the plan view for story 11 to 2 kN per square meter and live load 4.5 kN per meter square. The plan view for stories from 17 to 20 is as dead load 2 kN per meter square, live load 4 kN per meter square. Now the details related to the material is M40 concrete, HYSD 500, mild steel 250, rebar, slab thickness 150 mm, and we will draw walls using auto draw cladding having load 0.2 kN per meter, and the parameters for wind load should be considered as per the Bangalore city. Now the dimensions for beam and columns are shown in this figure, and materials we have already discussed. Now open the ETABS software and open a new model. Before starting or designing any building, make sure that display units should be in metric SI, steel section database, Indian steel design code IS 800 2007, concrete design code IS 456 2000. Click on OK. Now specify the grid dimensions as per the related data of your building. Number of grid lines in X direction 4 and also in Y direction. Give the spacing in between X and Y direction as 6 meter and also in Y direction as 6 meter. Now story dimensions, total number of stories as 20 and story height for bottom story and all other rest of the stories as 3 meter. Click on custom story data, specify custom story data. Click on edit story data. Now as we can see that story number 20 is selected as master story. It means that rest of the stories from 1 to 19 having the properties similar to story number 20, but in our case we have different plans for different number of stories. From story 1 to 10 we have similar stories, therefore select story number 10 as master story. Click on yes, and the stories from 9 to 8 similar to story number 10. It will take some time. We can select any story as a master story and the rest of the stories can be selected as a similar to the master story. Now the stories from 11 to 16 are same. Select story 11 as a master story and the stories from 12 to 16 as the similar to story number 11. Story from 17 to 20 all are similar, therefore story 20 as a master story and the story 17, 18, 19 are similar to story number 20. Click on OK. Again make sure add structural objects should be grid only. Click on OK. Now we will define the materials uh, which we will use in our building story. Click on define menu and add material properties. Add new material. Region should be Indian. Material type concrete Indian. Grade M40. Click on OK. Again click on OK. Add new material. Select material type as rebar for grade HYST 415. Click on OK again. Add new material. Grade mild grade 250. Click on OK. Again OK. As you can see here that materials M40 HYSD 415 mild 20 get added in the metal list. Click on OK. Now we will define slab of thickness 150 mm. Click on add new property. Give a suitable name. Select slab material as M40 grade and the thickness should be 150 mm. Click on OK. OK. Now define the section properties. Go to define menu, frame section and add new property. We are defining the beams and columns. So go to the concrete rectangular concrete frame section and give a proper name for column 600 by 600. Material M40 grade and the depth 600, width also 600. Go to reinforcement, modified. Make sure that the design type should be column because we are defining the dimension for column and the rebar material in longitudinal bars. Select HYSD 415 for confinement bars. Select mild 250 and the clear cover for confinement bar as per the IS code should be 40 mm. Click on OK. Now again click on OK. We can see here that there is option add copy of property. It is used when we have to define many beams or columns having the properties similar to the previous one. Therefore select add copy of property option and give a proper name for a column 550 by 550 and width 500 and 50. Now as you can see here that the longitudinal bars and confinement bar material already have been selected because we select add copy of property option. Therefore click on OK. Again click on OK. Select add copy of property for another column. Give a proper name 500 by 500. Click on OK. Now we have to select these three columns as a auto select column because this option of auto select column is used when the software itself has to define the columns as per the economically and structurally safe. Therefore go to add new property and as you can see here that there is option auto select list. Click on this option. Now give a proper name for column auto select. Now select auto select design type should be as concrete. As you can see here that all three columns which we have defined are here, and click on add option. They are selected as a auto select. Click on OK. Column auto select. Similarly, we will define beam sections. Go to add new property, click rectangular concrete section and give a proper name, beam 500 by 300. Select material as M40 grade and depth 500 and the width 300. Go to reinforcement, modify show. Design type should be as a beam because we are defining the beam dimensions, and longitudinal bar metal HYSD 415, confinement bars mile 250. As per the IS code, clear cover in both in top bars and in the bottom bars should be 25 mm as per the IS code. Click on OK. Again click on OK. Now we have defined one beam section and we have to define rest of the two sections. Therefore go to add copy of property. Depth 550 and width 350 mm. Go to OK. Again add copy of property. Beam 600 by 400 mm. Click on OK. Go to add new property for defining auto select list and give proper name, beam auto select. Select concrete and all three beams are get selected here. Click on add option. Click on OK. Again click on OK. Now we have defined all the information about materials, beams, columns. Now we have to assign these one by one. First of all, select similar story option from here, similar stories. Now go to plan view and select story 1. Click on OK to exit the window. Now go to define menu, go to assign menu. Again go to draw me option and select draw beams columns and select quick draw column for drawing columns. Now property we have defined already, therefore select column auto select option from here. Don't tap anywhere because software will draw the column. Just drag and move the mouse button and click on escape. As you can see here that the columns get draw from story 1 to 10 because they are similar to each one. We can also select a quick draw column from here. Similarly, we can select beam quick draw beam option from here. Select the proper window to draw the beams. As you can see, beams have been drawn. Click on select thickness of 150 mm. Select quick draw beams column and make sure the property should be beam auto select. Select a proper area to draw the beams. Click on escape button. Now draw slab. Now first of all select the property of the slab as slab on thickness 150 mm. Now press button one by one for slab. Press escape button. We have to design the buildings as per this plan view from story 11 to 16. Therefore select story number 11 from plan view. Click on OK to exit the window. Now select quick draw column option, and before assign the column, make sure that the property should be column auto select. Now select proper area to assign the columns. Press escape button. Select quick draw beam option and assign beams. Press escape button. Select quick draw slab option. Similarly, the plan view for story 17 to 20 is as. Therefore select plan, go to story number 17, click on OK, and then quick draw column. Press escape button. Go to quick draw beam option and assign the beams. Before assigning beams and columns, make sure that the properties which we have defined in the define menu should be selected. Press this arrow button to exit the function of the quick draw beam. Select quick draw floor wall option to assign the slab. As you can see here that we have assigned columns, beams and slabs. Go to rotate 3D view, click on rotate 3D view option, and you can see the buildings. Now we will draw walls using auto draw cladding option. Go to draw menu and go to auto draw cladding. Click on it. Use floor option and click on OK. As you can see here that walls get added to our building. Now we will assign dead load and live load. Before applying these loads, make sure that they are defined. Dead load and live load has been already defined by the software as by default. Click on OK. Now go to plan view, plan option and select story 1. Click on OK. Sorry, it's click on this tab, this window and go to plan view and select story number 1. Click on OK. Now go to assign menu and select shell loads as uniform, load pattern as dead load. In our case dead load is 2 kilonewton per meter square. Click on apply. First of all we have to select the slabs on which we are applying the loads. Therefore first select the slabs. First of all select the slabs on which we are applying dead load or live load, and then go to assign shell load. Click on uniform, dead load as 2 kilonewton. Click on apply and OK to exit the window. Here you can see that 2 kilonewton per meter square load has been applied on the slabs from story 1 to 10. Similarly you can, for select the slabs, you can go to select option and click get previous selection. All the slabs get selected. Go to assign shell load and uniform, select load pattern as live load and give the live load as 5 kilonewton. Click on apply and OK. Now go to story number 11 and select all the slabs one by one. Now go to assign menu and select shell load as uniform. Click live load as 4.5 kilonewton. 4.5 kilonewton. Click on apply and OK. Go to select menu, click on get previous selection. Go to assign menu and go to shell load as uniform, load pattern name as dead and load is 2 kilonewton. Click on apply and OK. Now go to plan view option and select story number 17. Click on OK. Select all the slabs from story 17 to 20 and go to assign menu, shell load and uniform. Select dead load at 2 kilonewton per meter square. Again go to select option and click on get previous selection. Go to assign menu, select shell load as uniform and load pattern name as live. Give live load as 4 kilonewton per meter square. Click on apply and OK. Now go to story number 1. You can go up story or down story using these arrows. Go to base story and select all the supports, go to assign menu and joint option, go to restrainment. You can provide restraint as fixed, pin, roller or free. Select fixed joint, click on apply, click on OK. Fixed support has been provided. Now we will apply cladding load. Therefore go to any story in between 1 to 10 because these are all similar. Click on this window and go to plan view. Select any story between 1 to 10. Click on OK. Now select the outer beams for applying the cladding load. Select one by one outer beams. We will apply cladding load on the outer beams only. As you can see in the 3D window, all the outer beams get selected. 120 frames get selected, you can count. Now go to assign menu and go to frame load as distributed, uniform load as 0.2 kilonewton per meter. Click on apply and OK to exit the window. As you can see here, 0.2 kilonewton on each outer beam is applied. Now go to plan view and select story 11. Click on apply. OK. As you have seen that when the option here for similar story or story get disappear, you can go to display option and select undeformed shape. It is shown here. Now before applying any load, make sure that the similar story option should be selected because story from 1 to 10 are similar, and similarly story from 17 to 20 are similar, and from 11 to 16 are similar. Therefore for applying cladding load on the outer beam, select these outer beams one by one. Go to assign menu, go to frame load, select distributed and load 0.2 kilonewton. Click on OK. Similarly, applied load on the outer beams of story 17 to 20. Click on OK. Select outer beams. Go to assign menu for applying the cladding load. Go to frame load, select distributed and applied 0.2 kilonewton per meter as dead load. Now on the topmost story there is no wall, therefore we have to remove the cladding load from the topmost story. Go to display menu and click on undeformed shape. Here similar story, convert it into one story. Now go to the plan view and select story 20. Now select outermost beams of the topmost story to remove the cladding load. Go to the plan view and select story number 20. Click on OK. and select the outermost beams to remove the cladding load from the topmost story. Go to the assign menu, click on frame load and then select distributed. Click on delete existing loads and apply. Click on OK. We have successfully removed the cladding load from the topmost story. Now go to plan view and select story number 2 or either story in between 10 to 1. Click on OK. Now we will apply wind load on the outermost portion of the building. Now we will apply wind load. Therefore go to elevation and select A. Here you can see there are 4 sections along x-axis and 4 sections along y-axis. Now click on A section and OK. Now select all the walls along these section. They are get selected. Now go to assign menu and select shell load and select wind pressure coefficient. Now here you can see wind load pattern name is wind load and wind pressure CP. Now this A section has the windward direction. Click on windward direction and you can refer CP value from the code IS code 875 table number 4. The value of CP are given here. Here the side section A is same as section A in our building case and section B is same as section D in our building case. Similarly section D and C are same as section 4 and 1 respectively in our building case. Therefore we have to calculate height by width ratio which is 60 by 18 in our building case and which is comes out to be 3.33 which will lie in this region and which is further subdivided into 2 cases, length upon width ratio which is 1 in our case. Therefore select this region. Now theta is 0 in windward direction case because we are assuming wind is perpendicular to the building. Now the CP value for A is 0.8 plus 0.8. Now give value, click on OK. Now here you can see the section B has 2 faces. One is along windward direction and one is along leeward direction. This leeward direction face will have the same CP value as section D and this windward direction section have the same value as section A. Therefore you can select these walls by up and down arrows. Click on up and select this one. Go to assign menu, go to shell load, select wind pressure coefficient, click on OK. Now for leeward direction having the same coefficient as section D. Now section D has wind pressure coefficient as B in this case. Therefore the B has wind pressure coefficient as minus 0.25. This is B region and this is minus 0.25. Therefore select all the buildings which have the same coefficient as B. Go to up, again go to up and select all these walls. Now go to assign menu, select shell load, go to wind pressure coefficient and give value as lever direction minus 0.25. Click on apply and OK. Now go to elevation and select section 1. Click on OK. Now here you can see from the IS code, section 1 is same as section C in our case. Both C and section D has the CP value as minus 0.8. Therefore, first of all we will select all these walls. Now we have selected all the walls. Go to assign menu and go to shell load, select wind pressure coefficient and type value of CP as 0.8. Click on apply and OK. Now we have successfully applied wind load. Now go to plan view, select any story, click on OK. Here you can see that the wind load has been applied successfully. You can go upward by using this arrow key in all our building cases. Therefore, now we will analyze our building. Go to analyze option and select run analysis. If you have not saved your file, then first save it by giving a proper name. It will take some time, depends on the software, laptop, depend on the laptop. Here you can see the analyzing is shown in percentage. Now displacement is set by default, and you can see here that the deformed shape of the building or displacement is shown here. The right click on any beam, you can see here information regarding the corresponding beam or column. Go to display menu and go to force or stress diagram, go to frame or pier. From here you can see the shear along two to plane and moment also in two to plane and moment. For example, I select shear along two plane, click on apply and OK. Here you can see that the shear force is along the plane Y, along the plane Y direction is shown here. Similarly, you can select moment, click on apply, moment is shown here. Click on OK to exit the window. Now we will design our software. Go to design menu, select concrete frame design and go to view revise preferences, which is used to select the IS code. Now IS code is a 456 2000 for concrete. Click on OK. Now again go to design menu and select concrete frame design and go to start design and check option. Now our designing is started. It will take some time. Here you can see 696 concrete frames are differ. It shows that you want to reiterate, analyze and design. Select yes, because we have select auto select beam and auto select column option, which is using beams of dimensions having lowest dimension for economically. Now click on yes. As I have uh, click on yes button, the software will get itself analyze and design respectively. It will take some time. Now you can see here that our building has been successfully designed. You can see reinforcement corresponding to the beam or column. Right click on any beam. You can see here the details regarding the beam: shear steel, bottom steel, top steel, etc. Go to detail option. Now you can see here that the reinforcement section properties, material properties, design codes, all the information regarding the corresponding reinforcement has been shown here. Minimum bar, required rebar, etc. Torsional force, torsional reinforcement for torsion, these things have been shown here. There is an option called extruded view toggle. Click on this button, extruded view toggle. For any changes in our building, first of all we have to unlock this model. It is showing that unlocking model will delete analysis result. OK to delete. Click on OK to make changes in the building. Therefore, and go to extruded view toggle. Click on this button, and you can see here that the frame building and concrete frame is showing clearly. There is also a transparency toggle option. Click on this button. Now you can rotate our building design using this arrow button. This is our building which has been successfully designed. Now you can make a report or project. You can all the related informations regarding the buildings. Go to show model explorer option. It will show you a report panel. Report, this is the report option. Double click on project report option and summary report option. Now you can see here that the project's report has been shown. This report has the full details related to the slab, beams, columns, of each and every story. Now our building analysis and design have been completed. Thanks for watching. 16 is as given in the figure. Dead load